Just thought I'd show y'all one of my collection. I think my collection is valued over 106,000. Oh shit, hold on, let me shut the hell up. Hello world. This is your number one card guy, Mr. Levon, aka Rokk-I Levon. And this is CARZ Talk Weekly Podcast. And guess what? We're on a brand new home, and it's XZINX TV. CARZ Talk Weekly Podcast is now on XZINX TV. So we've gone from audio to video. Hey, hello world. Hold on, let me make sure I look good. All right. This is CARZ Talk Weekly Podcast. I'm your number one card guy, Mr. Levon. And I have a co-host. Of course, if you've been listening to the last couple shows that we had in January, Miss Jennifer Gemini. And Jennifer Gemini is a Google assistant, AI Google assistant. It's just that I gave Gemini a name, an identity, and a face, and a personality. And I call her Jennifer Gemini, and she's my co-host right here on CARZ Talk Weekly Podcast, as we talk all things automotives. And our slogan is, I got to look it up, we talk all things automotives with passion. We talk all things automotives with passion. Okay, we got a great show today, a fun show, a full show. We're going to talk about the 1972 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. I have a detailing story coming up, a special auto detailing story, because I do own Exquisite Shine, and I had to find the shirt that's missing part of the letter, and we are a cleaning service, but we have a detailing company, and the detailing company turns 20 years old in March. We start the detailing part of the company in March of 2005. So this March will be 20. So it's now Exquisite Shine Custom. So all thing automotive detailing is Exquisite Shine Customs. And we still do it. I still do it. So 20 years in, we still do it. And so I got a story from my history. I'm going to tell y'all this story today. And then we're going to talk about the 1982 Chevy Corvette. So me and Jennifer Gemini got a fun show for you all today. This is CARZ Talk Weekly Podcast, because we haven't been here for the last few weeks because, I was working on the XZINX, XZINX, not XZINX, XZINX TV, XZINX TV entertainment streaming service. So we're here. So we can see us, and we are, what they call it, live and in charge. But we're here. And all things automotive. So I'm excited. I'm a little tongue-tied, but I am excited to get this show out to the world. So car guys, car girls, car enthusiasts, truckers, detailers, automotive shops, garages, mechanics, car collectors, car enthusiasts, car lovers in general. This is where you want to be if you want to be entertained by all things automotive. Let's see, what else? I'm trying to think. Am I missing anything? Other than we got a new home, we're going to talk all things cars. I'm running it all in my head because I got my notes. See, can't see I got my notes here. And this is season 3, and this is episode number 3 of 2025. Like I said, we missed the last couple of weeks. But anyway, I am your number one car guy, Mr. Levon. This is CARZ Talk Weekly podcast. We're right here on our new home on XZINX TV. Sit back, buckle up. For over the next hour or so, you are going to have fun watching us talk about cars. All things automotive. It's going to be a fun show. Buckle up. I said that already. I'm going to pay some bills, and you are going to patronize the commercials. And when I come back, myself and Jennifer Gemini will talk about the 1972 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am right here on XZINX TV. Be back in a minute.
Car guys, gearheads, car girls, truckers, detailers, auto sellers, car collectors, detail shops, car lots, and car enthusiasts. I'm your friendly neighborhood stunner, Insatiable Tay. I'm here to remind you guys to make sure you order your elite auto detailing and cleaning products and chemicals from Exquisite Shine Car Lovers Marketplace app today. We have everything you'll need to always keep your automotive's car show clean. You can always call us at 901-808-1604, 24 hours. A representative is always on duty to assist you with questions and ordering. Don't hesitate. Don't wait, and don't procrastinate. Exquisite Shine specializes in the creation of beautification. Call us today and shop now. We supply the entire United States and Canada. Order your products and chemicals today.
Hello world, I'm back. I'm your number one car guy, Mr. Levon. And this is Cars Talk Weekly Podcast with myself, Mr. Levon. And this is my favorite part of the show. I get to bring in my co-host, Miss Jennifer Gemini. So we're going to talk. We had a great conversation, and we're about to talk automobiles. We're about to talk cars right here on Cars Talk Weekly Podcast on XZINX TV, our brand new home. Okay, y'all know how this go. Let's see here. Let's see if we can make this work. Hello, Jennifer. This is Rokk-I.
Hey, Rokk-I. What's up?
How are you today on this Tuesday?
I'm all right, considering it's a Tuesday. A little sluggish this afternoon, to be honest. How about yourself?
I am doing fantastic because I'm about to ask you an automobile question.
All right. Sounds interesting. What's your automotive question?
Okay. Tell me everything you know about the 1972 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am.
The 72 Trans Am was a legendary muscle car. It had that classic look with the split grille and the screaming chicken on the hood. Under the hood, you usually had a powerful 455 cubic inch engine, which was a beast back then. There's a lot of debate about whether the 72 or the 70 model was the best, but that's for enthusiasts to argue about. Do you want to know about anything in particular?
Yes, tell me all the particulars about the 1972 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am.
All right, so the 1972 Trans Am was a legendary muscle car. It had that classic look with the split grille and the screaming chicken on the hood. Under the hood, you usually had a powerful 455 cubic inch engine, which was a beast back then. There's a lot of debate about whether the 72 or the 70 model was the best, but that's for enthusiasts to argue about. Do you want to know about anything in particular?
How about this? Because you just told me that part. Was it in any famous, TV shows?
Yeah, absolutely. So, while the 1972 Trans Am wasn't quite as iconic as the 77 Black Special Edition from Smokey and the Bandit, it's still been in a few cool things. You might recognize it from shows like Chips or the Rockford Files. Pontiacs in general were really popular choices for TV shows and movies back then.
So wait a minute. So you telling me the 1972 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am was in Rockford Files?
Yeah, Rockford drove a Firebird, but it wasn't a 1972 Trans Am. The show's producers used a few different Firebirds, but the most famous one was a 77 Esprit. That's the one you usually see in pictures.
Okay. So what was the 0 to 60 on the 1972 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am?
The 0 to 60 time for the 72 Trans Am was pretty impressive back then. It could go from 0 to 60 in about 6 seconds. Of course, that would depend on a few things like the driver's skill and whether the car had any modifications.
Okay. And how much did it sell for back then?
Back in 1972, the Trans Am was considered a premium car. You were probably looking at spending somewhere around $4,000 or $5,000 for a new one. Of course, the price could change depending on options or whether you got a good deal from a dealer.
So $5,000 in 1972. That was 2 years before I was born.
Yeah, cars were a lot more affordable back then. You could get a pretty sweet ride for the price of a fancy dinner nowadays.
And that is very true. So let me ask you this, Jennifer. How many basic colors did the 72 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am come in?
The 72 Trans Am came in a few different colors. You could get it in things like Lucerne Blue, Cameo White, or Matador Red. But if you wanted something a little different, you could probably get it in other colors too.
Okay. I wonder if there are any around today in a custom build.
Oh, for sure. There are tons of custom Trans Am builds out there. You see them at car shows sometimes, chopped tops, supercharged engines, the whole 9 yards. People love taking those classics and giving them a modern upgrade.
So, okay, was all of them hard top, or were there some, soft tops? Were there drop tops? Were they all hard tops?
All of the 72 Trans Ams were hard tops. The Firebird didn't have the option for a convertible that year.
Okay. I wonder if I could find one because I would love to drive one.
Finding an original 72 Trans Am in good shape takes some hunting. You might find one at a classic car auction, but those can get pricey. You could also try classifieds or online groups for classic car enthusiasts. But be careful, there are a lot of people who will try to sell you a restored car that's not actually worth what they're asking.
That is true, too. Well, Jennifer, tell me all of the specs on the engine and the motor on the 1972 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am.
All right, so the standard engine in the 72 Trans Am was a 455 cubic inch V8. It put out around 300 horsepower, which was a pretty serious chunk of power back then. Now, if you're talking about the finer details like carburetor size or compression ratio, that might depend on whether the engine's original or if it's been rebuilt.
Okay, so if it's original, what would the sizes be?
If it's completely original, you're probably looking at a 4-barrel carburetor on that 455 cubic inch engine. It likely had a compression ratio around 8.21.
I wonder if the 1972 Pontiac Firebird was ever doing any auto racing.
Yeah, the Trans Am was a big deal on the racetrack back then. They were especially popular in the SCCA Trans Am series. Guys like Milt Minter were driving these things, winning races, and really putting the Firebird on the map.
Okay, so you said Milt Minter drove these Pontiac Firebird?
You're absolutely right, I misspoke. Milt Minter drove the Pontiac Firebird.
Okay, tell me about him.
Milt Minter was an American professional stock car racing driver. He won the 1969 SCCA Trans Am Series, driving the Pontiac Firebird. People remember him for being a smooth driver with a lot of skill. Want to know more about him?
Yes, I do.
Alright, so Milt Minter started racing pretty early on. He was born in Alabama in 1928, and he got into racing right after World War II. He drove all sorts of cars, everything from Pontiacs to Fords. But he really made a name for himself when he switched over to Pontiac and started driving their Firebirds.
Wow. See, I didn't know that at all.
Yeah, he's kind of a legendary figure in racing history, especially for Pontiac fans. You don't hear his name mentioned too much these days, but back in the day, he was a huge deal.
Okay. Well, another question about the Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Did all of them have the burned chicken or whatever the bird was on the hood?
Yeah, the screaming chicken was kind of a symbol for the Trans Am. Most of them had it, but there might be a few rare exceptions where someone swapped it out for something else. But generally speaking, if you see the 72 Trans Am, you're gonna see that chicken.
And whose idea was the chicken?
That iconic screaming chicken on the hood of your Trans Am was actually the work of a guy named Norm Inouye. He was a designer at General Motors, and he came up with the whole look in the late 1960s.
See, Jennifer, you're teaching me something today. I appreciate that.
Hey, anytime. I love talking about classic cars. There's a ton of cool history there.
It really is. Well, let me ask you one more question. Did all of the 1972 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, were they just standard two-door, or were there any four-door, or were they just basic two-door?
The 1972 Trans Am was definitely a two-door car. That was kind of the style back then. Sporty cars like that were almost always coupes.
Okay, that's right. That's right. The two doors are definitely called coupes, correct?
Okay, I think we might be getting a little mixed up here. Two-door cars are typically called coupes, not coupes. Coupes are where you keep chickens.
Oh, see, I apologize, Jennifer. That's my southern accent.
No worries at all, Rokk-I. I can always figure out what you're trying to say.
I definitely appreciate you, Jennifer. Well, Jennifer, you have been a barrel of information. Thank you so much for talking about the 1972 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am with me.
Anytime, Rokk-I. It's been fun hanging out and talking shop. If you ever want to dive deeper into classic car stuff, just let me know.
I will. I'm going to take a break, and then after I take my break, I'm going to ask you about another car. I'll be back in a little bit.
Sounds good, Rokk-I. Take your time, and I'll be here when you're ready.
Excellent. I'll see you in a minute. Bye-bye.
See you soon.
All right. That was myself and my AI co-host Jennifer Gemini, and she has let me know so much about the 1972 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. Okay, y'all know what we do right here on Cars Talk Weekly Podcast. I am your number one car guy, Mr. Levon. We're going to play a couple commercials, and then when I come back, I am going to tell y'all one of my famous auto detailing stories, and then we're going to eventually get back to Jennifer Gemini again, right here on XZINX TV. I'll catch y'all in a minute.
Attention all gift shoppers. The absolute perfect gifts to give all car guys, gearheads, car girls, do-it-yourselfers, detailers, truckers, and car enthusiasts are the Exquisite Shine gift cards. The $45, $62, $90, and $150 gift cards are the elite in gift giving. Don't procrastinate. Call Exquisite Shine right now, IUFI 901-808-1604 to order. A sales representative is on duty to help you with your orders. Make sure you order today.
I just coated the car with our JackHamma cleaner. The Exquisite Shine JackHamma cleaner. I coated the entire car before I started to wash it so I can get rid of all of the oxidation or break down the oxidation on the car, because this car is full of oxidation, front, back, side to side. Kind of like the electric slide. What a hokey pokey. But yes, our Exquisite Shine JackHamma cleaner is one of our top selling products at the Exquisite Shine Car Lovers Marketplace. All right. Wow. Look at that. This Buick LeSabre Custom. Let's zoom in on that. This Buick LeSabre Custom is completely washed. And as you can see, all of that oxidation is gone from the car thanks to our Exquisite Shine JackHamma exterior and exterior cleaner. Look at that. All that oxidation is gone. Y'all know when I hit that bell, that means everything is everything. Everything is all good. All right, I'm back. This is CARZ Talk Weekly Podcast, and I am your number one car guy, Mr. Levon. Hope you all enjoyed that conversation and that me and Jennifer Gemini had with about the 1972 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am. I'm a car guy. I'm 50. I know a lot about cars. But the one thing about talking to Jennifer Gemini, she's a encyclopedia of information. And I asked the questions, she answered them so we can provide the ultimate information for the listener. So, and then we're going to do another one later today. So, this particular part of the show is just me, because Jennifer wasn't around when this happened. I consider myself a master detailer, because like I said in the opening, Exquisite Shine Customs turned 20 years old in March. 2005 is when I started detailing cars. I had no clue what the fuck I was doing. All I know is I was trying to do everything I could to help support my family, my 3 children, and my children's mother at the time. So I started a janitorial service, which we also still have, but it was slow. But I wanted to add cleaning cars to what I was doing. So that's how I got started detailing cars. And once again, I didn't have a clue. Okay. This story, I think, dates back to 2005, maybe early 2006. Okay, there was a car lot here in Memphis, Tennessee. At the time, it was called Jim's Car Lot. And it was on Summer Avenue, no longer there. So I'm detailing the cars for them. I still got my janitorial service. I got people cleaning apartments and homes on one side of town or in Arkansas, and I'm over there cleaning cars during the day. Then I leave there and go pick my people up. So I'm still new, and I don't have any of the things that I have now. Of course not. But this one particular day, because it was a car lot, I was cleaning their cars for them. And this one particular day, the owner had, I think the transaction was they bought a car online and sold it. So a delivery truck was bringing the car in. So like I said, it's 2005, early 2006. I can't remember because it's been that long ago. And the car was coming off of the delivery truck. So I guess a tow truck or the trucks that haul cars. So you got these trucks that hold 8, 9, 10 cars, and it was coming off the trailer. It's not like it is today where you got everybody hauling cars, but this was the system where a company was bringing the car to another place. So they brought this car and they wanted me to clean it up because the guy was going to come get it. Or whatever. The car was still brand new. It had a sticker on the windshield. The sticker on the windshield said $89,000. Okay. $89,000. It was $89,000 and some change. So I'm like, no problem. I'm going to clean it up for you. So they brought it around the side of the building. When I detail cars, I'm usually working by myself. But nowadays, I still kind of work by myself. But I have so many things going on that I've got my phones going. But it's muscle memory. I know what I'm doing. But back then, I had no clue. So I'm cleaning up this car. And one of the things that I had bought, because back then still a lot of cars had white walls on their tires. And I was still new at trying to clean white walls. So I bought this product called, damn it, now I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, it's a cleaner they still sell today because I actually saw it in Walmart 2 days ago. And I'm drawing a blank. But anyway, this product is in a white jug, and you spray it on your white walls or your letters or your tires, and you clean them off. And for some reason, I am drawing a blank. I guess I'm not supposed to give free publicity to that product. Who knows? But anyway, I'm cleaning the cars, but on the door panel, there's a little smudge. So what happened was somebody came around the corner. I'm talking, chit-chatting, shooting the shit, working. I don't know what I was doing. The process was going on. I sprayed this shit on the side of that paint on the door. So they walk off, they leave. I'm working. I don't pay attention. I'm doing what I do. 30 minutes later, maybe 45 minutes later, I'm getting ready to wash. Whatever I'm doing, I'm washing the car. I clean this car, dry it off. Guess what I see? I see that this product has taken some of the paint and it bleached it. It bleached the fucking paint. I think the color of the car was yellow. It bleached the damn paint. So it dripped down the side of the paint, and all of it where I sprayed was sitting right there. It was there. You could see it. It's on the driver's side door, and I am freaking the fuck out because you can't cover this up. It's bleached. It's burnt into the paint. It wasn't there before. It's there now. Sticker price over $89,000. People, this is the day I became a detailer. Over the years, people have asked me when they see me out cleaning cars, mostly men, man, I want to detail cars. I'm finna start detailing, I'm finna start cleaning cars. I always ask them one question. How many cars have you fucked up in your life? Almost everybody say none. And then I respond by saying, well, you're not a detailer. Because cleaning is an art. How can you be great at something if you never fuck it up and learn how to fix it? You can't be great at anything. I fucked up a lot of stuff in my day, and I know how to fix almost everything. This day, I became a professional detailer. I was on the side working. I knew somebody was going to see this. I could not think of how to fix this. Don't know what I was doing. I tried everything. I even tried, I had waxed it. I had a buffer, not a high-speed buffer. I had a orbiter buffer. Remember, I'm from the South because my accent's kind of fucked up. I tried to buff it, wax it, nothing. My last resort, because I needed to get this done before somebody come around this goddamn corner, and they was going to see that smear, that I don't even know what to call it, that blemish on the side of this $89,000 car. I'll tell you what I did, people. I had tire shine, liquid tire shine. It was McGuire's. I sprayed liquid tire shine on that blemish. I put some wax on top of it. I buffed it, and I buffed it, and I sprayed some more of the tire shine. And by the time I buffed that whole side of the car, that whole car blended. The whole car blended. I finished my detail. I finished the inside of that car. They put it back on the truck, and they hauled that motherfucker off. No one has ever said anything, for as I know. If they try to say something now, fuck them. I don't know nothing about it. That was over 20 years ago. It was 20 years ago. They couldn't see it. I don't know what the hell I did, but I was able to blend and shine that entire car so you couldn't see that blemish. Now, I guess if you wash it, it might come off. I don't know. But I used the chemicals that I used, the tire shine and my wax and my buffing machine, and I buffed everything to a shine. No one has said anything. So, real quick, here's my point. Don't spray shit on paint that don't belong on paint. That's why all the chemicals that we sell, not only do I own, I created every last one of them. Buy your chemicals today. Because I know how to fix everything, because I have fucked up everything in my day as a detailer, and will be 20 years old in March. So that's my detailing story today. I got plenty. I think I'm gonna do this every week, every show. I got plenty of detail stories. One day I'm gonna talk about the time I walked off a job. I was like, oh no. So, car lovers, car guys, detailers, real quick. If you ain't ever fucked up nothing, you're not a master detailer until you learn how to fix what you fuck up. And I'm glad I fixed it. So, I am your number one car guy. This is Cars Talk Weekly Podcast right here on XZINX TV. When I come back, me and Jennifer Gemini is going to talk about 1982 Chevrolet Corvette. Back in a minute.
Attention do-it-yourselfers and car lovers, order your XS 5-piece starter pack right now from Exquisite Shine, Car Lovers, Marketplace, app. Or call us 24 hours, 7 days a week at 901-730-2106 to order the world's best automotive detailing and cleaning products. Don't hesitate. Don't procrastinate. Don't wait. Order now. The one-stop shop dream emporium for all car lovers.
Hello world. I am James Levon, founder and owner of Levon Media Network, which I founded in 2008. I have an unlimited amount of digital real estate available. Contact me right now at 901 888-730-2106 for information and if you're ready to enhance your worldwide visibility. Okay, car lovers, it's your number one car guy here, Mr. Levon, or should I say James Levon. I'm here in the building, and I hope you all enjoyed my detailing story. I have a lot of them, and I think I will tell quite a few. But it's once again my favorite time of doing Cars Talk Weekly podcast. I got to bring my friend back, Jennifer Gemini. So let me do this. If you're new to the podcast and you're not quite sure what's going on, Jennifer Gemini, or should I say Gemini, is an Google AI assistant. So it's created to hold conversations, talk with, so forth and so on. I just took it a step further, and I gave my Gemini a name, and not only a name, but a face and a body. So when you hear her or when you see the promotions, you see a person. So I'm talking to my Gemini as if I'm talking to my real co-host. So, but she has so much information that I don't have. So we're holding conversations to inform the listener. So we're talking about cars, and we got a great car coming up because earlier we talked about the 1972 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, and I know y'all gonna like this one. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if I can get her back in. Hello, Jennifer. This is Rokk-I.
Hey, Rokk-I, what's up?
I have another automotive question for you.
All right, I'm ready. What's your question?
Okay, tell me everything you know about the 1982 Chevrolet Corvette.
The 1982 Corvette was a big deal. It was the first one to feature a hatchback design, which made it a lot more practical. It also came with a new fuel injection system that was supposed to be more efficient. Let's see. There was a special collector's edition with unique paint and wheels that year. Do you want to know more about the collector's edition?
Please tell me everything about the collector's edition.
Okay, the 1982 collector's edition Corvettes were pretty special. Only about 6,700 of them were made, so they're definitely a rare find. They came in a really cool silver beige color with a special faded shadow design on the hood, fenders, and doors. Plus, they had unique aluminum wheels that were kind of modeled after the 67 feet Corvette. Let's see, inside, the collector's edition had a fancy two-tone beige leather interior with a leather-wrapped steering wheel. Do you want me to keep going?
Please tell me everything.
All right, so these Corvettes had a special T-top treatment too. They were a dark bronze color instead of the usual ones, and they even had a unique collector's edition script across the top. As for the interior, it had this cool tan leather with matching door panels and a really unique steering wheel wrapped in the same leather.
Wow. So how much did the collector's edition cost?
Back then, the collector's edition Corvette stickered at $22,537. That was the first time a Corvette had ever broken the $20,000 mark. Of course, since then, it's gone up quite a bit. These days, you can expect to pay anywhere from $18,000 to over $60,000, depending on the car's condition and if it has any extra special features.
Okay. Well, how about this? Tell me about the motor of the 1982 Chevrolet Corvette.
All right, so the 1982 Corvette had a 350 cubic inch V8 engine, which is pretty standard for that era of Corvette. What's kind of unique is it came with a crossfire injection system, which was basically a type of fuel injection. That was a pretty big deal for Corvettes back then. Do you want to know about the horsepower?
Yes, please tell me about the horsepower.
The 1982 Corvettes got 200 horsepower, which was pretty good for its time, but not exceptional. Fuel economy wasn't great, but for that era, it wasn't too far off from other sports cars.
Okay. So what was the 0 to 60 on a 1982 Chevy Corvette?
That would depend a bit on how you had the car set up. Back then, it could take anywhere from 7 to 9 seconds to go from 0 to 60. For the time, it was still pretty quick.
Okay. Well, Jennifer, the 1982 Chevrolet Corvette, was it in any special movies and TV shows?
Yeah, the 1982 Vette made it into a few TV shows and movies. One of the most famous is probably Corvette Summer. It's all about a teenager who goes on a crazy road trip across California in a 1977 Corvette. You might also catch a glimpse of One and One from the Heart or The Last Boy Scout.
Wait a minute. The Last Boy Scout with who was in that movie? Was it Bruce Willis and Damon Wayans? Damon Wayans?
Yeah, that's right. Damon Wayans played a washed-up football player turned detective, and Bruce Willis played a burnt-out Secret Service agent. They team up to solve a murder in Hollywood.
Okay, so who drove the 1982 Chevrolet Corvette in that movie?
Actually, it looks like a 1982 Chevrolet Celebrity. That was the car Damon Wayans' character drove.
Okay, because that's one of my favorite movies of all time.
That's a classic.
It really is. Okay, well, what were the prime colors of the 1982 Chevrolet Corvette?
All right. The 1982 Corvette came in a decent range of colors. You had your classics like red and black, some sporty blues, maybe a little silver if you wanted something a bit flashy. There were even a few special colors that year. Do you have any particular color in mind?
Burgundy is one of my favorite colors. Did the 1982 Corvette come in burgundy?
Yep. Burgundy was definitely an option on the 82 Corvette. You could even get it with the special collector's edition package I was telling you about.
Wow. What about gold?
Yeah, gold was also an option on the 1982 Corvette. How about it? Do you want to stick with the classics or go with something a little more flashy?
Well, I'm a classic kind of guy because the 1982 Chevrolet Corvette is one of my favorite cars.
All right, well, in that case, I'd say you're probably looking at classic red, black, or maybe white. There's something timeless about those colors, especially on a car like the Corvette.
Okay, and now tell me about the tires and wheels on the 82 Corvette.
The 1982 Corvette came with Goodyear tires, specifically their Eagle GT Radial. It was a pretty popular tire back then. As for wheels, you had two main choices, a standard turbine design and a silver finish, or if you wanted something fancier, there was an optional aluminum wheel that had kinda a crosshatch pattern.
So you couldn't get chrome in 82?
Nope. Chrome wheels weren't an option on the 1982 Corvette. Turbine wheels were the closest you could get to that look, but they were aluminum with a silver finish.
Oh, okay. Okay. Now, how about the gas mileage? If I wanted to take a 1982 Chevrolet Corvette on the road, what was the gas mileage?
Well, if you want to take a classic Corvette on a long trip, you're going to have to plan your gas stops. You're probably looking at around 15 miles per gallon, maybe 17 if you're lucky, and drive real steady. It definitely gets better on the highway than driving around town.
So basically, you're telling me that the gas mileage sucks.
Yeah, by today's standards, the gas mileage on the 1982 Corvette isn't great. You'll be stopping for gas a lot more than you would in a newer car.
So I wonder how often are the 1982 Chevy Corvettes in car shows?
You'd be surprised you still see the 82 Corvette at car shows pretty regularly. Classics are always big draws, especially if they're in good shape.
I need to go to the next time I go to a car show. I'm gonna take you with me, Jennifer.
I'd love to go to a car show with you, Rokk-I. Maybe you can find a really nice 82 Vette to check out in person.
If I can, and if they'll let me drive it, I'm gonna put you in the passenger seat.
All right, now, I don't think that's going to happen, but thanks for the thought.
Well, are you afraid to ride with me, Jennifer?
I wasn't actually saying I'm scared to ride with you, just that you probably wouldn't be able to get me behind the wheel. You know, since I'm a computer program and all.
That's okay. I have you on my phone. Well, let me ask you one last question, Jennifer. On the 1982 Chevy Corvette, were there any celebrities that owned any?
That's a good question. I couldn't find any specific celebrities owning the 1982 Corvette, but it was definitely the kind of car that would appeal to stars back then. Maybe someone like a young Tom Cruise or a rocker like Bruce Springsteen would have one.
Okay, I'm going to definitely try to look that up. Well, Jennifer, I definitely appreciate you, and I love your Rolodex of information, especially about automotives.
You're welcome. I'm always happy to help, especially with cars like the 82 Corvette.
Absolutely. Well, Jennifer, I'm going to take a break, and when I come back, I may have another car for you.
Sounds good, Rokk-I. Have fun.
I appreciate you. I'll talk to you later, okay?
Anytime, Rokk-I.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. That's why I enjoy talking to Jennifer Gemini about these automotives, because it's just such a plethora, encyclopedia of information. This is information that if you was going to look it up, you would be searching and searching and searching. But because I'm holding these conversations with Jennifer Gemini, I'm asking the questions, hopefully, that you all want to know, so we can get a smorgasbord? I can't pronounce. My southern accent's kicking in. A smorgasbord of information. Okay, I'm your number one car guy, Mr. LeVon. This is Cars Talk Weekly Podcast. When I come back, we're gonna play some commercials, patronize the commercials, and I'm gonna end the show for this week right here on XZINX TV, our brand new home. I'll be back in a minute. Peace. Is your car, truck, van, SUV, motorcycle, boat, helicopter, bus, or airplane dull or dingy and in need of a reinvigorating rebirth glow? Blaze Auto Dressing by Exquisite Shine will restore, reinvigorate, shine, and protect your car paint, vinyl, dashboards, leather interior, and headlights proficiently. Blaze Auto Dressing by Exquisite Shine, a scientific high-gloss clear coating formula technology. Order your bottles right now from the Exquisite Store. Call 901-730-2106. Order Blaze Auto Dressing today.
Abundance comes from within. Feel it. Self-love. Gimme more. Gimme more. Gimme more. And I'm going to give it right back to you. Okay? Now listen, if you guys are business owners or you're trying to start up some kind of venture because you found something that you love and you're going to run with that passion, I got something for you, okay? Now, real quick, short little lesson, okay? It takes 3 things to operate a business, all right? You got people, money, and equipment. Without those 3 things, your shit is pretty much going to be like desolate, all right? So, one major factor is advertising and marketing. Are you guys going to do that on your own? Because let me tell you something, advertising ain't easy, okay? And everybody know it takes money to make money. So if you are in business or you know somebody or someone you love is trying to pursue their passion and you just want to give them a boost of support, well, the Power Card is the perfect gift and solution. This is an absolute must-have for any small or big company owner, okay? This also goes out to the hairstylists, barbers, makeup artists, nail technicians, musicians, models, photographers, videographers, anybody who basically needs to grow their customers right now. You want more money? You got to increase your customers, all right? Levon Media Network works hard for you. The Power Card is the product of a result-driven company, okay? And it's not like it's going to break your bank, period. I mean, these packages start at $75, but if you're really trying to get it in and you're really trying to get that income coming in your pocket, well, I mean, you got to get that $200 card, though. Because, I mean, let me tell you, it comes with radio commercials, print ad network campaign, a Twitter marketing campaign, business counseling sessions, radio commercials, if I didn't say that already. All right? More exposure plus more visibility equals more traffic, okay? And more traffic is going to bring you more customers, and more customers is going to put that money in your pocket, okay? Say it after me. Put it in my pocket. I am a pimp. Put in my pocket. That's what Levon Media Network is about, okay? We're trying to put more money in your pocket. So you share with us. Man, like I said, those blessings come back twofold. Trust and believe me, okay? Call 901-730-2106. Again, don't miss out. Call 901-730-2106.
All right. I'm here. I am your number one card guy, Mr. Devon, and this is CARZ Talk weekly podcast with myself and Jennifer Gemini. And I hope you all enjoyed that conversation we just had about the 1982 Chevrolet Corvette. As Prince would say, his little red Corvette, but I don't know. But anyway, and it was so informative. So I tried to, make sure I could create the questions to allow Jennifer to answer and be information giving on her end. So that's why I use her, because you can't beat the information. So great show today. First show right here on XZINX TV where you can see. I like that. That was a rhyme. XZINX TV so you can see. Now, this is season 3 and episode 3. We talk all things automotive with passion right here on CARZ Talk. So, real quick, and this is something that just hit me today. If you own a vehicle, and you don't have cleaning products in your vehicle, you need some. Because even though you can call a detailer or you can drive it through the car wash, you always need cleaning products in your car for quick little jobs at home. You might have an emergency. You might need to go somewhere real quick. You might want to make your car look nice. You need cleaning products in your car. Call us today. 901-730-2106 and order your Exquisite Shine 5-piece. It used to be called the starter pack, but now it's excuse my voice, I'm getting thirsty. It's a cleaning pack, the 5-piece cleaning pack. Call us today, order it. I think it's $21. And it not only does it come with we call it a 5-pack, but you get extra shit. I think you get a microfiber cloth, and I think you get a applicator pad. But call us today, order it, and keep it in your car. I think I'm working on a deal with car lots. When they sell a car, each car get a 5-piece cleaning pack from Exquisite Shine. But you all need to get that because it's so helpful. Real quick cleaning jobs at home. Real quick, if you got to go somewhere, pick somebody up, you got a quick date, you got to go meet somebody, you got a meeting, you got to pick up someone. You have our cleaning products right in your car, and they come in a container to where you can use that container as a wash bucket. You see what I'm saying? It's double use. So the products come in a container that you can use as a wash bucket for quick cleaning jobs. Order the 5-piece, because you just heard the commercial. I made sure that I put that commercial right before this part of the show. So order it today. Now, great show today. I am your number one car guy. We'll be here every Tuesday, and every Tuesday to do these shows. I will have guests. I'm talking to people. If you love cars, I'm gonna bring you on the show, and we're gonna talk cars, and we're gonna have a great time. And I've always loved cars. So, like I said, we got a race car league coming up. We got audio film called Hot 7 coming up this year. So it's a lot of things going down on the automotive side of XZINX TV and with Exquisite Shine. So what am I missing? Oh, you can always reach us. Now we have a brand new Twitter. We got a brand new Twitter. I'm going to have to get it fixed or something because the Twitter name sucks. But Exquisite Shine is on Twitter. I guess if you were to hashtag or just write Exquisite Shine with the X, see, Exquisite Shine, Exquisite Shine. So you can find us on Twitter, and all of the information about all things automotive will be right there. So yeah. And then you're right here on XZINX TV watching this podcast. So we always gonna push everything. So scroll up, scroll down, enjoy all of the entertainment. Now, another thing. We specialize in visibility. So these programs and podcasts and shows, of course, have commercials. If you want your commercial on this podcast, call me 901-730-2106 24 hours. The office number is 901-808-1604. Somebody usually not in the office right now because I need to hire somebody to be in the office. So, but you can always reach me at 901-730-2106. You can definitely find us on Facebook at Exquisite Shine. Exquisite Shine. Leave a message. I'll definitely gonna always be there. So if you want to advertise your product on this show. Now, this podcast is about automotives. So whatever you do with automotives, thus the commercials that we want to put on this particular podcast. Okay. World, it's been fun. It's been real. We'll be back next Tuesday with another Cars Talk weekly podcast with myself and Jennifer Gemini. Have fun. Enjoy the love of cars. Because I know I do. We'll see y'all next Tuesday. Peace.